So I've made it to Lyon. It's my last stop on the bus on the Camino. After this city, I'm back to walking, albeit using the baggage service. So let's go check it out. I arrived to Lyon early before breakfast, so I had an entire day to check out the city before doing laundry, getting a haircut, stuff like that to prepare for the Camino de Santiago. Naturally, my first stop was the city's huge cathedral. It cost 10 euros to go inside and it came with an audio guide. Personally, I just preferred to enjoy the cathedral. Over the past year learning about Spain and Catholic history, I've really come to enjoy applying the knowledge that I've gained when looking at the paintings and interpreting the scenes from the Bible. The site of this cathedral has a storied past. Originally, on this site were Roman baths, until wartime saw those baths turned into a royal palace. Fast forward a couple of hundred years and the construction on the cathedral began in the 1200s. Now, the Santa María de Regla serves as the seat of the Diocese of Lyon. I really enjoyed the cathedral's cloisters. They were free from the crowds on the inside that were guided by tour guides, but still provided amazing views of the architecture. Like most capital cities of its day, Lyon, the capital of Lyon, was once a walled city. Some of these walls still stand and serve as pedestrian walkways between the old and new. Not too far away and located on the path of the Camino de Santiago through town is the Basílica de San Isidoro. This basilica was once the main church for the Kingdom of Lyon, and the kings of Lyon are actually buried in the royal pantheon here. Traveling through Spain, a lot of people don't realize how many kingdoms once occupied this space. Castilla, Leon, Navarre, they were all separate entities until acts of union and treaties turned them into one united Spain. I just saw a restaurant that had a sign out front that said closed on Sunday and Monday for rest, and I just love the honesty. Lyon's a pretty big city, especially for a provincial capital, and even walking around the city center takes a lot of time. Fortunately, time is what I had plenty of, so I headed over to the Convento de San Marcos. From the outside, this convent doesn't look like a convent, and that's because, well, it's not. It has long since been converted into a 4-star hotel. However, if you go back behind the hotel, you can still visit the church and the ruins and museum related to the convent. The convent dates to the 1100s and was intentionally constructed outside of the city walls to assist pilgrims and the poor who couldn't afford to live inside. That was a sort of common practice at the time. Communities and churches wanted to help others, but at the same time, didn't want riffraff and the poor interrupting their lives. To me, it seemed like a sort of backhanded Christianity. Literally getting the last folding one they have, and it's twice as much as it was in Pamplona for the exact same model.